Everybody, welcome to another edition of Gavin Richard Presents here on my channel, GBoot2786. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you are blessed and doing safe. This will be a short video. I'm not going to spend too much time on a underachieving coach like Mike Ditka. But I wanted to talk about this one because this one is a little close to home. Being that Mike Ditka was actually coach of the New Orleans Saints for 3 years. This was sometime after he coached that stint he had with the Chicago Bears in the 80s. You know, he coached the Bears, I believe, from 1981 to 1993, if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines. And, of course, everyone remembers him from the 1985 Bears season, you know, the Super Bowl shuffle, all of that, although I don't think he had a role in that part. You know, my understanding is Buddy Ryan actually was the one who did everything, you know, as far as being a defensive coordinator and so forth. And Mike Ditka, when he came to the New Orleans Saints in 1996, I was about 10. The Saints were an awful team, just in all honesty at that point. I mean, you had teams that were actually circling the calendars, their upcoming teams that they would face, and they would put a W by the Saints because that's just how bad the Saints were. And I remember, Ditka was the coach from the Bears from 82 to 92, and the Saints from 97 to 99. He was the head coach, and he was brought in. I remember he was going to change things, change the environment, and the only thing he was a change of the face of the old guard for the New Orleans Saints. He really didn't do great when he was here. I didn't really care for him. So my issue here, though, of course, with Mike Ditka is that he doubled down on some comments with regards to kneeling during the national anthem. And, of course, Ditka got in trouble. And some people have called him out for what he said and his comments. And basically he said anybody that kneels for the national flag, and he doubled down on him, he said they need to get the hell out of the country. If a player can't respect our national anthem, get the hell out of the country. It is a stance he has taken multiple times in the past. I'm reading the article from The Spun. Some people might agree with Ditka, but others obviously do not. And a former United States Marine by the name of Mansour Shams, is one of the people who doesn't, and he made that clear with his Twitter response to Ditka's comments this afternoon. Dear Mike Ditka, I am a United States Marine who has served this nation with his life. Yet I have never, he put never in all caps, felt it my place to tell anyone to get the hell out of the country, Shams wrote. Let that sink in. P.S. Athletes kneel to raise awareness for racial injustice. And you're exactly one of those reasons. Shams' message fall in line with what ex-NBA head coach Stan Van Gundy had to say on Twitter earlier today. Van Gundy tweeted, Ditka and many others say, if you can't respect our national anthem, get the hell out of the country. What should we do with those who don't respect the Constitution, which says we have the rights of free speech and freedom of assembly, Van Gundy asks. The cycle will likely repeat itself somewhere down the line. A player or players will kneel. Someone will ask Mike Ditka what he thinks. He'll repeat his usual opinions, and others will disagree. We'd expect it to happen at least once during football season, assuming there is one at some point, considering NFL players are likely to be protesting before games this fall. So, Ditka, I'm not going to say he doesn't have a right to freedom of speech. He certainly has a right to say what he wants. But so do others, Coach Ditka. And others say you should shut the hell up, especially on things that you know nothing about. As I said, guys, this was not going to be a long video. That was just my 2 cents on Ditka. Like I said again, I don't think he was that great of an NFL coach. Harvick should tell you because he He lives up there, I think, in Chicago, so I'm pretty sure he's familiar with the Chicago Bears. And Ditka also, what's interesting as well, I don't believe Ditka ever served in the military. I find it interesting that those that criticize the athletes and others that are protesting the national anthem, I'm surprised that they're the ones that are actually talking about how it's disrespectful to the flag when they have never served in the armed forces. Even our president, he's talked about it, and he has never served in the armed forces. Let's not forget we've had a draft dodger in Bill Clinton, who never served in the armed forces. Although I haven't heard him say anything about the national protest, but that's another story. But guys, I'm already going over the time that I wanted to spend on Mike Ditka because he's not really that relevant. I mean, he's an old man that's just talking gibberish like they do when they get in their age. And it's not a surprise, and we shouldn't be shocked when we see this behavior. But that is it for me today. If you don't know what you're talking about, why don't you have a conversation with those that do Coach Ditka and shut up and drink your beer and eat your sausage. That's it, guys. That's all I have to say. I know I keep going back and forth. I'm not going back and forth. This is the last one. That's the last comment I have on Coach Ditka and on this matter. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Gavin Richard Presents. Please hit that like and share, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Donate to the apps that are in the description. I'd appreciate it. Thank you and God bless.